Hey, what's up? How y'all doing? I needed to release. This video is basically about, no, it's not basically, it is. It's about the time that you're born into this universe, into this realm, this world, um, the time that you give birth, the time that birth actually takes place. A lot of people, oh my gosh, you probably can hear like 80% of the people say, I don't I don't know what time I was born, or pretty much don't care about the time that they're born. And honestly, the time that you're born is very important, should be secretive. And I mean, I would say, I am saying should be kept a secret, but it really don't matter. People are gonna do what they gonna do, period. And energy, and calling on one energy is, is enough. I'm speaking about people who likes to bend others' will with manipulative things, wrongful things such as magic, voodoo, all the bullshit. Anyways, the reason I say that is because the the time that you are born, or the time that you give birth, you actually, with that time, your birthday, you put all of those things together, and you can get your whole chart, your whole character, um, the challenges that you will face, the challenges your children will face, the character of your child, who your child has the option to be, or not be. Everything has, I'm sorry, everything has, 222 was on the clock. Everything has a good and a bad side. Everything has a equal. Um, has two opposite opposing ends that makes a whole, meaning left, right, up, down, back, forward. Um, it's basically exactly what I'm saying. Good, bad. We are equipped with good and bad. And to balance, it's a balance that has to be in between all of those things to not tip the scale and be off balance. And that's what everything that's around us, our personality, our character, our traits, the way we act, the things we do, the way we counteract, the way we move. It's and the things we eat. We're either eating healthy or unhealthy, or we have a balance in it. We may eat something unhealthy, but we balance it out by eating the majority of healthiness. You know what I'm saying? Okay, or you can be off balance eating more unhealthy food, but eating a small portion of healthy food. It's everything is about balance. You may be right-handed, so you tend to do everything with your right hand and less things with your left hand, meaning that anything may happen due to you using your hands, or your whatever side that you use the most, um, more likely is going to happen to the side that you use the most. It's off balance. Just because you are left-handed doesn't mean you should never try to practice or write or use your right hand. And vice versa. Just because you're right-handed doesn't mean that you shouldn't try to strengthen your left hand, or use your left hand. It's there. Excuse me. It's the same with um everything, male, female, everything. And we have masculine, feminine. Everyone has a masculine and feminine side, and it's best if it's balanced. You're at your best when you're balanced. So the time that you're born, and the time that birth is given to you, it helps you to create and know a lot of things about yourself, your child. Um, Basically, with yourself, you can start training yourself. You can start loving yourself. You can start doing. It opens up a world of gifts. You know more about yourself. You know why you this way. You know why you that way. Oh, that explains why I like this color, and that explains. It tells so many it describes you to a T. And noticing these things with your children, it helps you to guide each child in the direction, in the positive way and the good negative way that they're supposed to be in. And what I mean by good because all positive is not good and all negative is not bad. That's what I'm saying by balance, an equal balance. We are made up of good and evil, and it is to be balanced. We have to have balance. We choose who we are. So a lot of people nowadays are lying, stealing, cheating, manipulative, just so many of the wrong, negative, lower level things, and it's not a balance between that and their higher self, their higher level being person. Meaning, if that person really got to when anyone really gets to know themselves, you become to know your creator more. It's just as simple as that. You become to know your creator more. You begin to love yourself more. You know how to love yourself. You know what you're gonna put up with, what you don't want to put up with. You know your goal, you know your aim, you know what you're headed towards, you know what you shouldn't be heading towards. And all of these, and I know a lot of people like just by knowing the date of my birth. Yes, your birthday chart, your I'm not saying it right, not the birthday chart. Your somebody is going, if whoever sees, put it in the comments below. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. But the chart to your life path, it says so much. It lets you know. A lot of people, I ain't on that Jesus. I ain't on that because Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior. Yes, that is. Okay, I'm with you on all of that. He's the Son of the Father. He's not God. He's the Son of the Father, and He's the closest to God than any of us. That because He's the one and only begotten. He was God before anyone was God. I got all that. I know. But here's what I'm saying. Jesus knew who He was. God did not connect us to signs, to zodiac signs, planets, stars, to say, hey, I'm just doing something. Listen to me when I say the time is important. It's the same. God does nothing for no reason. Everything He does has a reason. The plants, the flowers, He didn't just create them just to be beautiful. Although that is a major plus. He didn't just create them just for you to, or for us to hand them, to give or receive to one another. Major plus though. These plants and flowers hold life's nourishment, medicine, healing, health, like the good, important things. That's the same thing with the day that you was born, the time that you was born. It holds so much of your good, nurturing life path, healthy way of living, way of knowing yourself and loving yourself. It holds so much. It is very important. Trust me, it is very important. Let me say this for those who say, well, I don't believe. That's fine. That's your choice. We all have a choice, and that's your choice. Understand that you're not saying I don't know. You're saying I don't believe. Believe is an option. Whether there's two choices there. There's a choice of doing and not doing. Okay, I want to believe this or I don't want to believe this. It's basically what it is. I can ask you right now, do you believe that I have money on me? Now you got to tell me whether you believe it or not. But what you believe doesn't mean that it's true. It's not a knowing. It's not a fact. It's an option to be or not to be. So, because you choose not to believe does not mean that it isn't so. It's like the saying, if a tree fall in a forest and there's no one around to hear it, can you, does it still make a sound? A lot of people get puzzled over that. No, yeah, that's the ego and belief thing. If you know that something huge, big, falls, it's gonna make a damn thump. You know this. So but your ego says, I don't believe it made none because I ain't heard nothing. You ain't in the damn forest. There's trees falling in the forest all the time. You're not there to hear it. Because you don't know anything about it. Because you don't hear it does not make it not true. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, that tree made a sound. It made a loud ass stomp because it was huge. It was big. It was one of the big trees. It could have been a little tree. There's nothing huge, big, and solid that's going to fall and hit the ground and not make a thump, baby. It's going to make a roar. It's going to do a little bounce thump. You know what I'm saying? So it's a thing of battling with your ego. Well, I don't want to believe this and I don't want to believe. It really doesn't matter. That's your choice. So either be humble with your choice, and if that's what you believe, I ain't gonna even say be humble. There's no way you can actually be humble. Humble with a belief. It's a doubt. Doubt is smack dead in the middle of it. You can only be humble with knowing, because you know for a fact it ain't finna change. So I'm humble with that. I'm riding this to the end because that's what it is. It's like saying, do you believe or do you know that God is good? If you believe God is good, there's doubt in that. He might be, he might not be. But I believe he is, though. You're saying that you believe he is, but he might not be. But when you say I know, ain't no, that's closed case, closed door, locked. I know. 12:22. I know in 12:23. I'm sorry, 12:25. I know without a shadow of a doubt that God is good. 12:33, 12:34. Anyways, there's nothing that puzzle complete. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing else to that. There's nothing else to believe, think. Knowing when you know something, you're not thinking about it. You know it. You're not thinking whether it's true or not. So when it comes to the time of that person's being's birth, yes, God doesn't do anything for no reason. If it's not significant or sufficient, it wouldn't be mentioned. You feel what I'm saying? Prime example. If you got to be at work or school at 8 o'clock in the morning, 8 o'clock is sufficient for you. 8 o'clock is relevant for you because you 13:30, because you need to know that time. Like that time does something for you. It has you on a mission. You know at that time you need to be somewhere. You have to be somewhere. And where you have to be is going to help you, bless you, help you level up. If you're learning in school, you're being prepared for that great job or becoming that great person or whatever it may be that you're going to school for, that great career. However, if it's a job, you're trying to get your bills paid, or if it's, maybe get your bills paid, put down for that new car, home, whatever it may be, but it's very sufficient for you. Very sufficient for you. Once 8 o'clock hit, 9 o'clock is not sufficient for you. You're not thinking about 9 o'clock. You have not even registered 9 or 10 o'clock. The next time that you have registered in your mind that's very sufficient for you, 14:44. The next time that you have registered in your mind that is very sufficient, that's very sufficient for you, is that time of your break, that time of your lunch, the time that you go home. Things that is 15:05, things that 155, things that you actually need to make a move, do, plan for it, get ready for it, fall through it. It's time for you to go home. You're not still at the job, unless even if it's time for you to go home and you're finna do overtime. You know that time still makes a difference. You know, between that time and the next time is when you actually start your shift over and get out from one shift. Something ends, something began. So if the time that you were here born into this world, this realm, this universe was not important, it wouldn't be given. Every person is given the time that their bodies actually enter into this world. Everyone. Because it's very important. As soon as that baby pop out, the doctor looks at the clock. Not checking see if the baby breathing. That's next. If the doctor don't look at whoever it is to calculate that time, that's what they do. It is very important. If it wasn't, there's birth going on. There's life, surgery, everything else going on this table. You're given a time that you enter this world, and the time that you leave this world is also given. It matters. It matters. Whether you want to believe it or not. So, next time it's your birth chart, I think. I don't know, y'all. I believe it is your birth chart. I don't know the exact name for it. My mind is in one place, and I have to kind of I'm proud of myself. Usually my videos and everything be everywhere. I hope this was kind of understandable. I walked you through everything kind of A, B, C, D, and then jump from A to D. You know what I'm saying? But it's for who it's for. And basically, I think that's all I have to say. Just pay attention to the time. Because even though time is an illusion, it actually is. It's an illusion. But it's there for a reason. It's there for a reason. For those who may not believe it's an illusion, right now it's another different time all over the world. It's just, it is what it is. There is no time. Outer space don't go by earthly time. You know what I'm saying? So, it matters here. It matters. Maybe not there, but you're not there. You're not out of space yet. You're not floating in the cosmos and all of that. Your birth time actually matters. So much that they even put it on your birth certificate. If you don't know your time, go get your full birth certificate. It'll let you know. It'll let you know. That's how important it is. It's important who your mom is, your name, the day you was born, your dad is. All of this is on this, and it's a birth certificate. That time that they recorded in the hospital that they yelled out, 10:22. That time means something. Numbers mean something. You're a number. We all are numbers. Your name means something. Be careful what you call people. Be careful what you call yourself. Deuteronomy, I believe 7. Google it. I'm sorry, it's bad. I need to pick my Bible up. But Deuteronomy says that it is more important to name your child a good name, for it is more important than the day that they were born. What you call that child and what you call yourself and the names that you give yourself is more important than the day and the time that you was born. And see, your time and the day that you're born is very important. It's the time you enter this realm. That's your guideline to who you are. Your life path number, everything. I don't mean that you don't believe in God. God speak in the Bible with numbers. Numbers are very important. Colors, all of it is very important. And most people that has a problem, I don't want to be labeled as L, B, Q, G, Z, X, Y. I don't know the name of it. Not my problem. Don't care. People do and say what they want to say. I'm gonna make this statement because a lot of people be like, I'm not wearing the rainbow because baby God gave that rainbow to Abraham. See, the enemy always take things and place it another way. That doesn't, I mean, good, bad. Listen to what I'm saying. There's always two. That can't nobody take the rainbow or the colors and do what they want to do with them. Yeah, you can make it seem like that, but baby, that rainbow was given to Abraham and his seeds. It was given to us. So wear all your colors and be colorful if you want to. Yes, I mean, it is what it is. People always turning good upside down. But yeah, however, anyways, I love you guys. Bye bye.